Hey everybody, welcome to this product briefing on the Landis Attendant Console. We thought we'd do something a little bit different. We're going to just do a live install as if I was a customer. And Shannon assures me this is super simple, bulletproof. So let's see how we get on. So Shannon, I'm interested in your Attendant Console. Where do we go from here?
So I've sent you this link that is available on our website, but this is our getting started guide. And on the left-hand side there, you see all of our documentation. You see a link to download the desktop app. But what we're using today is we're going to log in. This is the first time that we're going to be installing Attendant Console for Tom here in his tenant. So there's a video there that walks you all through it, but I'm going to do that today. So Tom, click on that browse to the ac.landis.cloud, that link there.
Yep.
And so this first time, Tom has global admin rights for this account that he's logging into. And so at the bottom, it's going to say admin consent. There, you just log into the account, you're right. And when he logs into this, it's going to ask him to grant permissions. This is granting permissions for Landis Attendant Console to run within that tenant. Note on this, these are all delegated permissions, no app level permissions, and so it's a very simple process. And
so this is me, brand new tenant, very first time. I just put my username and password in. So now we've got all the permissions lined up here. I'm going to consent.
And accept that. There we go. So this is now it's taking you to the screen to sign up for the free trial. Just put something in the business name. Ready? Have your details in there.
So so it's pulled my details from my account. And what's this?
Customer or partner, and sign up. And so that's signing you up for that free trial, and you're in. And at this point, Tom, call this. If you call this, you should be able to receive a call at this point. You're ready to receive and transfer calls.
So this Tom Arbuthnot account is already part of a call queue. So I'm going to call the call queue number on my mobile. And so this is both the sign up experience and this is a web client, right? So this is.
Yeah, you're in the web client. We also have the desktop client, and a lot of customers choose to use that desktop client as their everyday. And there we have the call coming in. We can answer that call either by using the F6 key or by clicking on the blue icon there. And he's got a live call in the Attendant Console. Now you can put that. You can answer. Just leave that call for now. If you go up to the top to that search bar, you'll be able to see that this is already. If you have other contacts in this team's tenant, you'll be able to see that this is already connected to your Active Directory, and so there will be your people will all be in there. And now we need to build out the groups on the right-hand side there, and there's a few setup things that we'll do from there. But you are already ready.
But that's it. There's no back end to this. I clicked accept permission, and this is a web experience. You've got a desktop client experience as well, right?
Yeah, and the desktop experience will look and feel exactly the same as this. It'll share between the settings between the two, but it's nice to have that web app to go to. So if you got to grab a random laptop and get up and running again because the computer's down or something, you can do that on any laptop and just go to the web app.
This is essentially, it's me as an account as well, isn't it? So we signed in as me.
Yeah.
I'm in a call queue. I signed in. So you can't see, but I've got my Teams on the other screen. I think I've got my Teams here. So same account.
Yeah.
But I can run as a full web client without having the Teams client running, right? It's
correct.
Independent.
Yeah, it would run independent of that. So the ease of installing this is it literally less than 90 seconds. Actually, I have a partner in the UK that has deployed to a lot of. He's in the education space, and he's deployed quite a few of these. And he tells me that his record is 29 seconds to get this up and running. And he said if anybody ever beats that, I need to let him know so he can go back and do it again. So, but it is very simple to get up and running. So from there, Tom, I would like to share a screen and show you just a few things on the Attendant Console. I have mine, have the
You
groups and
take over
everything
and you can
set
show
up.
me how some
So
of the features work.
let me just share this screen here. So there we go. So this is my Attendant Console, and I'm going to mark myself available and bring in a call, and then just talk about a few of these features. The first one being,
So you're running the desktop now. I can see this
yes,
is the
this
desktop
is the
version.
desktop
So
app, and so you can see it looks very much the same. So the advantages of the desktop app, there's only a few small differences between the desktop app and the web app. And they're around being able to block a team's toast, and they're around global keyboard shortcuts. Those are the only two things that are different about the two apps. And so you can use either or both within an organization. So I have my
good to know.
live call here now. And one of the things is the ease of transfer. So the one-click call transfer. So I have the live call. I have my blind transfer set as default. So if I want to do a blind transfer, I don't need to touch anything here. I simply need to find my contact, either by searching for it or by finding it in one of these groups. And when I do, I either double click anywhere on this card or single click on this transfer icon. And with one click, I've done a blind call transfer. Now it'll linger there for just a moment until I pick it up on my other machine, and then it'll disappear. But it's that simple to do that blind call transfer. The other thing I wanted to point out here is these groups. So these groups are my internal contacts that I could transfer to, and I can set these up to be they're either an Active Directory search group or a manually created group. But the Active Directory search group is, I can do something like just for my, say somebody, let me go to Paul here. So he's an account executive at the Ephrata location. So I could set up a group for all the account executives at the Ephrata location, and it would create a group for that. Then
can you jump into that settings UI?
yeah,
Because that's
absolutely.
so
Yeah, let me
super
show you where I'm
simple
doing
that
that
like
here.
so this is
Yeah,
a live filter. So as people
yeah,
get added and removed from Active Directory, they'll show up. Your group is always going to be accurate.
yeah. New search group, and then I'm going to name this group, and we'll just call this one test. And now I choose, who do I want to show up in this group? Do I want everyone from a certain office location or a certain department? Or then do I want everyone from that has a certain job title, or I can combine these? And any of the fields in Active Directory that I can build this search around. And then if somebody new gets added that matches that criteria, they automatically show up in my list. Now,
That's
if I do
awesome.
none of that, if I leave all of this blank, I have created a group, but it's an empty container. And now I can manually add. So I go to any contact and add to contact group, and go to that group, and I can manually add contacts to that group.
Yeah, so that's where I've got there's 3 or 4 people I'm always transferring to.
Yeah,
I just want to have them in a specific group, even though they've got nothing in common necessarily.
exactly. Yeah, that's the exact use case there. So the other thing that I want to point out yet, Tom, is a key feature, and that is full Teams presence visibility. And so whenever I can see a contact, I can see their enhanced Teams presence. If I hover over these little icons, it will label it for me. After 2 days of using it, I'm going to know at a glance that Clayton and Derek are either busy or in a meeting. And Preston is the same. Wendell's away from his desk. David's out of the office. I'm trying to see if I got anybody. I'm not showing anybody on this screen right now that's in a call. But I can tell at a glance if that person I'm about to transfer a call to is going to be able to take that call. And then when I combine that with these groups, so if I have a call for the sales team right now, I can look at this and say, okay, I could get this to Paul or Angel. Everybody else is in a status where they're not available. So that visibility is something that for a receptionist makes their job so much more efficient to be able to see the availability of people.
That's awesome. And you showed us like a direct transfer, but you can also do consult.
I can do consult. Here, I'll just point at those different versions of the different transfers we have, and any of these transfers can be If we have quite a few transfer methods here, if somebody says, no, I just want to simplify it, I only want the blind transfer, or I only want a couple of these, we can simply come into the settings and very easily disable these so that they don't show up here on the call controls. But we have blind transfer, we have safe transfer. Safe transfer is an attended transfer, or keeping me in control of that call, not allowing that call to go to voicemail. If I transfer it and it wants to go to it times out to their voicemail, it won't let it do that. It'll keep it here on hold in my console. Consult transfer for when I want to talk to my coworker before I send the call through to them. Chat consult transfer, that's sending an adaptive card through Teams chat and allowing the person I'm transferring to decide whether they want to accept, decline, or send that call to voicemail. If they accept or send to voicemail, the software takes care of the transfer. I don't need to do anything else.
That's so neat. Being able to click that button and giving them the choice without tying you up, because they can go make their decision.
Yeah, exactly. And then the last one is that add a participant. Some organizations are calling this a warm transfer. It's essentially making a three-way call between the caller, the person I'm transferring to, and myself. But yeah, very, very, we have all of the options, and it is, but at its basic form, with just a blind transfer or consult transfer, one click and you're done with it.
That's awesome. And from a requirements point of view on the customer side, so I just need to be using Teams. I would have Teams phone, and I would be probably in a call queue.
Yeah,
it could be. I guess it could be a direct call.
It could be direct, but
queue.
It's there's some advantages of call queue, especially that allows you to then add a backup receptionist or add a team of receptionists that are all members of that call queue. And we even have right here in the software, we have a button, and this button is taking me to my online Teams. And let me just pull, it's opening in another window here. Let me just pull that in here. It's taking me to my online Teams, the person who signed in to their online Teams, and specifically to the page where any call queues I'm a member of are listed. And from here, I could log in and out of them. And so that's when I have a team of receptionists that are answering these calls. This is how I'm controlling whether the calls are coming to me or not, by logging in and out of here. Tom, to be clear, as you well know, we could do the same thing in the Teams client, but this is with an eye. We're thinking about that reception user, often not a technical user. This is a place that they can go that just with one click, they can sign in and out of these call queues.
Yeah, no, it's really handy to have it super visible as well. And from a call routing point of view, obviously it's all working through the Landis Attendant Console in the web app or the desktop app. But again, you haven't messed with the Teams or Teams config or Teams phone routing or direct routing, Operator Connect, whatever the numbers are, it's just going to work. And if there were, I mean, soft client, so there shouldn't be an issue. If there were to be any issues, it's just routing through to Teams, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, it's just using Teams, and so it's a very as we at the beginning here we showed that it's very plug and play. Essentially, think of this as another endpoint for this user that's logging in. Just like your Teams mobile app is another endpoint for you for Teams, this is another endpoint that is a full operator console.
Amazing. And if people want to try it like I just did now, can they self-service that, or do they need to talk to you? How's that work?
No, they can self-service that. They can go to our website and at landistechnologies.com and start a trial, or they of course can reach out to us for if they want a demo of it and see all the features that we aren't able to show here in this video. But yeah, it is they can self-serve that. It's a 30-day trial, and that trial is fully functioning software. It's fully supported software. They can put it in a sandbox environment or a live environment and make sure it answers the questions they need it to.
Amazing. And how does it work commercially, like it per user, bundle of users? What's that look like?
It's a per named user license, and so just any users that need access to the software. We don't care how many users are in the tenant, just those receptionists that need access to the software need to be licensed.
That's awesome. Shannon, thanks for showing us it live. And yeah, I'm going to count the seconds for the start of this video from no install to install on my tenant. But as you said, it's super easy to try out, which is awesome.
Yeah, very, very quick.
Good stuff. All right, if you want to find out more, we'll link to the site below. But yeah, if you've got a tenant with voice, you can, and you've got the permissions, you can literally give this a go yourself. If you've got any questions or anything, do drop them in the comments. And yeah, thanks Shannon for the time again.
Hey, thank you. Always a pleasure, Tom.